Hello, my water signs. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. We're taking a look at the energies coming towards you, what you can expect. And so let's get started. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. Hit the bell if you find yourself subscribing for the first time. My name is Letty, short for Leticia. All right. Hello, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. How are you guys doing today? I hope you are well. We're going to go ahead and jump into this reading. We have my my water signs here. And I hope you guys are well. Let's take a look. I hope you are enjoying this weekend. It is a 3-day weekend, even though some of us may not have a 3-day. Let's take a look and see what's happening right now as we move towards the future. What is your current situation, current environment, current vibe that you're in? I'll be using my Vibe Oracle deck, also my Astrology Oracle deck, my Crows Oracle deck, my Kipper deck, my Clarity Tarot deck, and then my Gods, Goddesses, and Guardians deck, okay? During this reading, we have Time coming out, Sipping coming out, and Daydreaming coming out. Okay, so Daydreaming came out for the fire signs as well. So there's something about time that's of the essence. You could be definitely someone that notices that there's something that has been delayed. That could be something that is very relevant right now with what you're dealing with, the vibe. There's something in your environment that hasn't showed up yet with this time. There's a watch here. You could be someone who wears a watch that is very dependent upon their watch to keep them on schedule. There's something that's been delayed, or there's something about being too busy, right, to address something that needs attention, right? That's very significant right now. Yeah, something that may have been slipped. Something may have slipped by the wayside because there is a busy schedule, busy atmosphere. You've been too busy to really attend to it, I feel like, but there's something about needing to tend to it right now. This may be the time, right, to attend to it or to make time for it. There's something too about being in a situation right now that may feel a little bit messy. With sipping here, because sipping is an energy that it's almost like someone is having tea, and they may be having tea about you, right? Or something to do with maybe you're having tea, right? Hopefully it's not you that's sitting around like really gossiping and spreading rumors or being nosy, dibbling into someone else's business. This could be someone else that's all up in your business, trying to find out what you're doing, what you're up to. And maybe they don't even know, all up in the Kool-Aid, and don't even know the flavor, so they have to make up something, right? Just to feel relevant, just to feel like they know. But really they don't. So you could be dealing with things like that, just trying to keep people out of your business, keeping things on the low, right? Not really exposing a lot of what you're doing. This energy of daydreaming is all about just really allowing yourself to dream. You could be allowing yourself to go places mentally that you have not allowed yourself to go previously here. Allowing yourself to just, envision what it is that you desire on a deep, heartfelt level. You may find yourself spacing off lately, having your head up in the clouds, thinking about things that you may not have allowed yourself to think about up to this point. Even allowing yourself to be a little bit delulu, right? Allowing yourself to dream a little bit, my water signs. Allowing yourself to delve into the hopes and the dreams that you may once have had and let go. You may be picking that back up again and finding time for that in the space of your life right now. And so I feel like for you, things may feel very hectic right now. Things may be moving really fast, but there's something about slowing down long enough to take care of things that you've put off, things that you actually do want to do. You're going to make time for them now. You're going to allow yourself to settle in that space. There's things in life that may be allowing for you to slow down enough to pay attention to what it is that you've been trying to do, but just haven't had time to do it. Maybe life is slowing down for you to be able to do that, I'm hearing. Yeah. Let's see. What questions might my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, be thinking about when it pertains to where they're headed right now? What questions might they have? I'm pulling from my astrological deck. What questions might they have right now? So the 5th house comes out, the 8th house comes out, and the 2nd house comes out. And so you could have heavy water influences in any of those houses, your 5th house, your 8th house, or your 2nd house. If you do, and you go and take a look at what the signs are in those houses, it may give you a little bit more detail on how to address these questions or how to get more clarity on the answers. Okay. So when we look at the 5th house, this is all about love and the potency of it. The potency of it. This could also be for you about your ability to create. For some of you, this could be procreating, bringing life into the world. That could be on your mind lately. And you may be questioning whether or not that's still possible, whether or not that's something that you want. There's something about investments or gambling or kind of considering other things that you may not have, considered up to this point. For some of you, you're questioning things that will bring a lot of enjoyment into your life. You may be asking, what it would be like to experience those things that would be considered fun, right? You maybe have a moment to slow down long enough to consider things that will bring some level of enjoyment or, some level of enjoyment into life. This could be just doing things that you love to do. For some of you, it could be around connections, romantic, platonic. It could be around connecting back with old passions that you used to do in the 5th house. That's what this is all about. Allowing yourself to express to the fullest degree and to do it with lots of vigor and with lots of passion. It's driving, the excitement of a thing. In the 5th house, it's all about creation. And how you create and the power of what it is that you love. So you may have questions about those things right now. Maybe they are coming up. We have the 8th house here, which is all about your personal power and things that present some level of mystery, right? Those things that are not easily answered when it comes to life. You may be thinking deeply into things, deeper than you usually do. This could be you on the brink of making some major change in your life. And you may have questions around how that's going to pan out. This may be a time where you've reached in life where you're like, okay, it feels like a do or die situation, a life or death situation, and needing to really empower yourself or show up in your power right now. This also may be a time about considering using other people's resources, having the opportunity to be supported in a way that you need to be right now. Having others come in and provide some level of support for you, whether or not you want to be supported in that way, whether or not you'll need that support, right? For some of you, this is about resources right now. And you're questioning that in the 8th house. We also have the 2nd house, which is delving into your values and your beliefs. You may be kind of revisiting those things that may have been very stable, kept you very stable. Well, you may be looking at those things and kind of reconsidering some of the values and beliefs that you've held for a long time. Again, the 2nd house also taps into resources for you in some type of way. That may be something that you're questioning right now or considering. This feels like something that has been waiting. You've been awaiting for a long time, or it's been waiting for you to consider it for a long time, really delving into what it is that you want. You may be asking yourself right now, my water signs, what do I want? This may be a real pivotal moment in your life right now where you're reconsidering what you want in life right now at this point. Yeah. And how to, get what it is that you need. How you can get what it is that you need out of the situation that you're being dealt right now in the future. I feel like those are possibly things that you may be considering. Those may be up for discussion for you. Those may be things that you're questioning right now or in the near future. Okay, what type of challenges can you expect here for my water signs to come up here as we move forward? All right, so we have commitment coming out, community coming out, and abundance coming out. And so there's something about commitment coming out here. I don't know if some of you will be considering, some level of commitment moving forward here. It doesn't always have to be romantic. It could be around partnerships. When we look at commitment, this is really taking the idea of taking someone up and holding them, also allowing yourself to be taken up and to be held. This is like something that's mutually beneficial. It's very balanced, right? So there's some commitment that you may be challenged with as you move forward. This could be something that you're already experiencing here. Maybe you're someone who is afraid of commitment. You're not sure if this is something that you're ready for. Maybe you are someone who has been waiting for this to come for a long time, and now that it's here, you're like, okay, but how do I move forward into this, right? There's something about positioning yourself to be accountable to someone else, or allowing someone else to be accountable for you, right? It's really a very balanced energy commitment. It's a two-way street. It's very reciprocal. And anything when it's dealing with commitment is it's a big deal. I feel like this is not something small that you're considering. It's a big deal. And so for many of you, you could be considering taking on some new level of commitment here as we move forward. It could be something that you're already considering. It's coming in as a challenge, right? We also have community. For some of you, you could be taking a look around at where you are right now, and that could be something that you're considering changing. This may come in as something that you've looked at and you realize that you've outgrown, some part of where you are right now, and you're ready to move forward to something different. It's almost like taking a look around and seeing if you've outgrown the space that you're in right now. And if you have, it's being willing to be transplanted to somewhere else that can accommodate the growth that you're ready to experience or go after. And so for someone, there is a challenge of examining where you are right now, the people that you're around, where you're planted, whether or not it still aligns with your values. That may be a hard pill to swallow. That's one of the hardest things that I've had to really accept and to move on, when I realized that I no longer aligned with where I was spiritually, the place I was planted spiritually, and I found myself making a transition. It's almost like pulling roots, like we look at this tree, pulling roots of a tree up from the ground and replanting it. It's almost impossible. You see how deep those roots are? They're as deep as the roots are reaching up to the sky. It's doable, but it's almost impossible, and it's very painful. That was one of the hardest things that I have done, is being transplanted to a whole nother value system. In my case, it may not be a value system that you're reconsidering. It could just be a physical location. However, that can still be difficult. There's something about the difficulty of re-examining where you are to see if it's still aligning, if it has the ability to accommodate the growth that you desire or the growth that you've already had, right? There's something about that coming through as a challenge with the community. Lastly, we have abundance. And I feel like there's a challenge here of kind of like the same energy with this community. It's re-examining whether or not where you are has the potential to house the abundance that's coming in for you right now, water signs. I feel like for some of you, you're headed towards abundance. you are in the mindset of expanding in that way and opening up to welcome in more. But there's something about re-examining whether or not where you are right now has the potential to house it. There may be something that may need to be reorganized or restructured. There's some change that may need to be made in order to accommodate abundance. Or it could be around strategizing a plan to utilize the abundance so that it doesn't just sit, right? We are given abundance possibly for a specific reason, not just to sit on it and to let it go to waste, but there needs to be possibly something done with the abundance. So that's coming in as a challenge, maybe deciding what to do with the abundance that you have, or whether or not you have the capacity to receive it or expand your abundance. Let's see what kind of situations will be headed towards you that you're not even aware of. For our water signs, situations they're not even aware of. Okay, so we have unexpected income, main male, journey, and official person. And so, yeah, so there's some unexpected lucky streak or financial abundance, financial blessing, like a raise or unexpected money from work or some type of investment, something you're not expecting, right, is heading towards you, my water signs, that's coming in for you. This could be signing some type of new contract where you'll be paid in advance for the work that you'll do, and some type of contract. This may be coming in like within the next 2 weeks. Okay, the next 2 weeks, some type of unexpected increase is flowing your way. And this could have something to do with like some type of business person, a main character, a male, someone who dresses very nice, who's very business oriented, who is trusted within their community, who's very confident with what they do. This could be you, right? Showing up in this way, very business-like. Yeah. We also have journey here coming in. So there's something that is letting us know here that now is the time. There's something about time that has been important for your whole reading, my water signs. And journey specifies that it's time to start moving forward or taking some type of action forward. It's time for something. It's time to start moving. It's time to step away from the old familiar situation. Like we were looking at this train at the station, it's about to depart, right? And he has to step on the train so that he can move forward into the new space, into the new situation. There's something about maybe your work, maybe your family situation. It could be about your connections, your relationships. This could be you about to take some kind of trip. This could represent some kind of, or all types of ways that you can travel. It could be by air, by airplane. It could be by car. It could be by train. It could be by bus. But there's some vehicle that will carry you forward, because this is all about a trip or some type of transportation that will carry you forward. And we have main male on one side and official person on the other side. You may be traveling with somebody or moving forward with two very important, or a very important person, very important people of high stature, people of some type of prominent position, right? That's going to help you to avoid any type of negative happenings as you travel forward. You may have some type of help with people that you can trust, people of high standard that's helping you. Yeah. And then lastly, we have official person. I feel like has a lot to do with someone very specific that, and this could be you or someone that you have on your team, in your corner. This person is very serious, someone who may be a little bit intimidating that you have on your side. Maybe you present this kind of energy, like something that looks intimidating, doesn't mean that you are, but you may just present yourself this way because you're used to just taking life really seriously. You look at life in a way as just being a series of things that you need to confront in a serious way. And things that cause you to have to exert your power and your authority often as well. And maybe you've been used to just standing in this kind of energy if this is not someone you have beside you right now in life. This may present the energy that you'll be moving forward in, a very ambitious energy. Being very determined and focused as you move forward here. Understanding the responsibility of you to make this happen, right? And so, nevertheless, whether this is people around you supporting you or whether this is the energy that you're in, my water signs, Cancers, Pisces, Scorpio, it's almost like you're taking this next part of your journey very seriously. Like you're not playing. You're not playing about this, not one iota. Okay. Let's see what else comes out here. I feel like as you move forward here, there's going to be a lot revealed that's going to make a lot of sense to you. What else do my water signs need to know as they move forward here? And then we're going to end out your reading, my water signs. What else do they need to know as we move forward here? Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands coming out here, the Empress coming out here, and the Ten of Swords coming out here. Interesting combination of energy. I feel like for some of you, there's some healing that could be taking place right now. There's some healing that could be taking place in order for you to receive something. Because the Nine of Wands is all about resolving some challenging situation, maybe with others. It's usually something that's inflicted from outside of yourself that you're healing with the Nine of Wands or waiting for it to be healed. Sometimes the Knight of Wands is like the wounded healer, waiting for things to be resolved, even coming to the point where you realize it may not be, so you have to actually resolve it within yourself and move on. So there's something that's healing. There's also the realization, I don't know if you've just come through a difficult time in life, whatever it was, listen, it's behind you. It's time to move forward. Everything is looking up. It's like you've been through the worst of the worst, especially with the Ten of Swords here. There's nowhere to go but up here. And so if you are just coming out of a difficult time, right, this is leading you to something better and more stability ahead. I feel like for whoever you are, there's lots of things that you may have put on the back burner for a while. As we move forward here, this may offer you an opportunity, my water signs, to pull those things out now. The ground is fertile and the seeds that you planted, it's time to go back and start back watering those old seeds. Okay? Because the weather, the ground, everything is fertile to start growing them now. Okay. I also feel like moving forward, there's going to be opportunities for mutual endeavors, mutual trust, possibly even to receive some level of affection, growing your connections with the Empress here. The Empress is fertile when it comes to love. It's a very Venusian energy. So whether this is you being ready and willing and open to create new things, this could be someone other than you that's in this energy pertaining to you, right? The Empress is sometimes pregnant. For some of you, you may be finding out that you are pregnant moving forward here, that you're about to give birth to new life. For some of you, this is entering into a new season that's being birthed right now. That's going to open up a door for new opportunities and experiences for you, creating new things. If it's not a literal baby, it could be something that you are going to commit to growing and seeing through, right? That's going to be mutually beneficial, though. It's not going to be just you pouring into this thing. This thing is going to give back. Okay. Yeah. With good fortune, whatever this is, it's going to give back, pressed down, shaken together, and running over is what I'm hearing with the Empress here. So whatever you give, it's going to give back doubly so, 10 times so. Okay. So this is going to be something good that you'll be pouring into. Yeah. Maybe even presenting several, opening up other options. This almost feels like just entering through the doorway of something that's going to be much bigger than what is seen initially. Lots of success with the Empress here. It's almost like everything that you put your hands to do is going to prosper here as you move forward into this energy. And it may have come after a difficult time with the Ten of Swords. This may have come from out of a time, if it's dealing with connections, right? This could come after a time of just difficult strain from caring for others. Like you may have poured into others and not necessarily got anything back. It's almost like a tedious time coming out of that. Now you're entering into a very graceful time when it comes to connections. And it could have been a time where you've just been pressed on every side, right? But after that, I feel like there's definitely things that you'll carry forward, lessons that you've learned that you'll carry forward, maybe that will help you to avoid being put in those situations again. Maybe allowing you to see things differently, maybe even to be more compassionate as you move forward. And be more aware. There's some awakening to things that you may not have known before going through these difficulties that may have prepared you for the good that is coming your way now. Okay. So this feels like really good energy that's coming towards you. Maybe after a difficult time, you are now ready, right? Lastly, I'm gonna take a look and see, who are you? We're taking a look at my God, goddesses, and guardians deck. How will you know this is for you? Who is this reading for, Spirit? Who is this reading for? How will my viewers know? My water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. How will they know that this is for them? Ooh, I like. So first we have Ogma. And Ogma is actually, give me 1 second. Let me show you. So you could be someone with blonde, golden hair. You could be someone who has a full, rounded beard, a very full beard. You could be someone who wears his hair. You could be a male who wears his hair up in a ponytail. You could be someone who has power behind what it is that you say, behind your language, behind your voice. There's something about your voice carrying power. Therefore, you have to really be careful of what it is that you say, because your words carry weight, and you know this. And so there's someone who could be pursuing, you could be a writer, right? That's how your words could be expressed as well. And you could write books or publish in some type of way. You could be someone who knows several different languages. You could have blue eyes, very golden bronze skin. You could like the forest color green. There's something about people listening very intently to what it is that you say. Whoever you are, you have the ear of those who listen. You could be like a public speaker, an inspirational speaker. You could have some type of Irish blood in your lineage, or Britain, somewhere over there. And so there's something about you speaking, something about your voice that carries weight, that's heavy, right? I also have Mother Mary. coming out here? You could be someone who is Catholic. That could be part of your belief system. You could be Catholic. You could also be someone who is Christian, right? That could be part of your belief system. But there's something here about you being a vessel that offers some level of emotional healing for others. You could transmute some type of emotional pain for others. Or you could also be someone very connected to their inner child as well. You could be someone who, when you come out, you cover your crown. You could wear kind of Eastern type of dress wear for women. You could be very modest in the way that you dress. You could be someone who is on a healing journey that is seeing your physical reality heal as you heal your emotional wounds. You could be someone that people come to often to vent to. You could be someone who transmutes emotional negativity, right? You could be someone that offers solutions for others. There's some level of counseling that you offer. You could be a counselor. You don't have to be. But I feel this heavy level of emotional healing with you. And you could be someone who is very intent on healing yourself right now and accepting and receiving and then healing your own self through unconditional love. Yeah. There's something about mauve, like an off-white color and a sea blue. You could like those colors. You could be from the Middle East. You don't have to be. But you could have connections over there or have some type of concern or emotional connection. Lastly, we have Aphrodite. Aphrodite. So you could be kind of thick, a thick build. You could be a woman, obviously, who is very voluptuous. You could have long curly locks, long hair. And you could be someone who is very, feminine, very flowing, very comfortable with your femininity, someone who is very much in tune with their own beauty. You could be someone that's entering into a new relationship. And this could either be the energy that you carry or someone that you're connected to, okay? Some type of new connection. With Aphrodite, this says that connection is very beautiful, very trustworthy. And this could be someone with a very open heart, or you have this energy, very trustworthy. You're very dependable and very open-hearted. This is someone who believes in, a deep level of connection and simple gestures to show your level of romance, right? You could be someone who's very romantic and believe in expressing that sense of romance. You could be someone who believes in giving gifts as your love language, believes in, simple gestures, like finding out and doing what it is that would make your person happy and being willing to go above and beyond to do that, right? Aphrodite believes in pampering. This is self-love, or this could be love shown to someone else. This is you expressing your love language fluently and having a high sense of self-worth as well and inner beauty, right? So you could be connected to someone this way. This could be the energy that you carry. You could have some type of connection with Aphrodite as one of your deities, right? For some of you, you may have an altar that you connect with this energy with. For some of you, it's Mother Mary that you connect with. Okay. There's something about the color fuchsia and flowers that are significant with Aphrodite. You could be someone who likes to dress very light. You don't like the heavy clothes on. You like to actually feel the air, connect with your body. So you could wear if you're a woman, you could wear very flowy things, right? Same as a man, you could wear very light clothes where you can feel the air. There's something about feeling the air on your body that's important. but there's some level you believe in, true eternal love above and beyond today's definition of love. You just believe in a whole nother level of love. Okay. So that's what I have for you, my water signs. If that resonates, please let me know. And good luck. Now, lots of beautiful things coming towards you here. I'm excited for you. It feels really beautiful. For some of you, after a difficult time, this is refreshing. And so enjoy it. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for stopping by to Blood Moon Oracle. My name again is Letty, short for Leticia. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by to Blood Moon Oracle. All right. Take care of yourselves, water signs. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.